Everyone, let me know if you're hearing me clearly. Let me know if you are seeing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to Extra Class episode number 156. Sorry for the delay in starting the stream. Kind of have a little issue dealing with it. Hopefully, I'm not have to leave the stream during the course of the stream. Good evening again, guys. Welcome. Really and truly appreciate the patience and the continued support. Why this now move? So let me check something here. So, Zane, but peace. Big up on yourself. I just thought everybody has been having a productive week. I just thought everybody is healthy, everybody is okay. And we're there again, we talk about some things we have to jam down. Jam rock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water. Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel, Shelly and Fraser Price. Some good old people. Portia Simpson Milan, some good people. You know what I think? We're there. We kind of leave the big up to look more and and we get with the thing up and running quick and fast. You know what I mean? Big up on the side. As Mr. Peace, I am not feeling great, so I might be in and out of the stream somewhat. So bear with me a little bit if that is the case. Yeah? Over there now. Yes, So peeps, you know that last Tuesday a state of public emergency, or week before last Tuesday, a state of public emergency was declared by Prime Minister Andrew Holness for the western parishes of St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland. It was initially in place for 14 days, and as such, the Prime Minister would have gone to Parliament seeking an extension of said SOE. It was approved. The House of Representatives voted for a 90-day extension, which is 3 months, of the state of emergency in St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland for an extended session that would have gone way in the night, yeah, during the debate. Yeah, the JA, NNJ1 unit paper. I'm not really teach Cape right now in the family. I really see second teach still. Probably have some paper about the place, but I'm not sure. What my dad do, I'm also tutor Cape still. I don't know. Zane, I forgot check. So, 44 members of parliament voted in favor of the extension and one against. 18 members were absent. Yeah, so the extension was supported in principle by both government and the opposition members, who argued that the special security measure would need to curtail the uptick in murder since the start of the year. Zane, the opposition on their part says we will not block the extension. The situation has to be put under control for the sake of law-abiding Jamaican people. Zane, but them say, let me make it clear, I'm supposing that is Peter Phillips right there. There will be no repeat of last year where them had whole heap of extension and extension and extension and extension. Yeah, so it has been extended for 3 months. So let's see what successes may be had in that period of time. Let's see how many guns and rounds of ammunition may be recovered. Let's see how many violence producers may be arrested, detained, processed. Let's see how many persons are brought in front of the courts. Yeah. Good evening, Definite. How are you? Feel like I need to leave the stream already. So speaking about the state of emergency, a farmer was shot dead in St. James despite the ongoing SOE. So a male farmer was shot and killed by unknown assailants on Wednesday afternoon. This as guns continue to bark in St. James despite the recent state of emergency that was declared for the western parishes. The police has identified the deceased as 28-year-old Chevron Montague of a Latry St. James address. I not even know some place in a St. James named Latry. Yeah? So reports are at about 5:20 p.m. Montague was at a garage where his car was being repaired when he was pounced upon by unknown assailants who shot him repeatedly. So he was later pronounced dead at the hospital and peace. Remember, I'm telling you, I got in and out of the stream. I know I just stopped, but I probably have to cut out and come in back in a few. You know what I think? You understand what I say? Yeah. Yeah, guys, my there again. I really and truly know how much of this I can do to that. I am really and truly struggling. I'm sure that who opposite us I'm gonna collect Chinese suit, no, so I wish. You understand? I'm not sure how much of this I can endure. So if there's no improvement, so Miss Beverly called her to teach gonna tile it. You see me? I'm about this bad. See, so peeps, thanks for the patience, really and truly I appreciate that. Because I wanted to speak about the state of emergency a little, but I was having a state of emergency. You know what I think? The SOE, because I said the farmer was killed. He is 28-year-old Chevron Montague of a lottery St. James address. So reports are that about 5:20 p.m. Montague was at a garage where his car was being repaired when he was pounced upon by unknown assailants who shot him repeatedly. He was later pronounced at the hospital, and the police who are investigating the incident have not yet established a motive. I know some persons are going to say, why is it we have a situation where the state of emergency is in place and somebody is murdered? Some persons, when some people talk, they don't look at the full thing. They don't understand the context in a state of emergency. And remember, the state of emergency spans across 3 parishes, yeah? Teach me understand. Please go and take care of yourself. Alright, Bubbles House, me I try to fight it and see how I can hold out for. You understand what I say? And thing. So it means then that the resources of the security forces would be spread across 3 parishes. Plus, you know that there are 11 other parishes aside from the 3 that are currently on the SOE that needs the resources of the security forces. So it means then that the security forces in St. James, in Westmoreland, in Hanover will not be able to police every single square inch or square mile of said 3 parishes. And as such, there will be unfortunate windows of opportunities for criminals to execute their crimes. Yeah, so we have to be cognizant of that. It is really and truly worrying though that these criminals, good night messiahs, how are you, that these criminals are still brazen enough to feel like they can get away with these things despite the fact that there is increased security presence on the ground in St. James. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so I just want to make mention of that. We have to be patient. We have to understand that it is not a perfect situation, and unfortunately there's still the potential and the possibility for casualties and for crime to occur. We sincerely hope that the persons who are still hell-bent on causing mayhem in the West will be dealt with decisively and, in my opinion, permanently, if you get what I say. But you know what I think? So this story, it was on TVJ News just now, that a man is being sought for allegedly abducting an 8-month-old child. So they'll say I have some J unit paper 1 and 2 that can say. Alright, brother, now say a word. Forward them to me. And J.A. Yardy, you can link up. One of my J brethren, him a teach Cape. I not teach Cape right now. So him have some things where I go forward, send on and things. So you can link me up after the stream done for me forward them to you. Respecting a father deal. Manners are respecting a bro. You see me I say? Yes, but then now, as per the reports in the paper and as per TVJ's new primetime news report now, I have some update on the situation, as I know somebody who knows a person in question and would have spoken to them not so long ago. So the man being sought for allegedly abducting an 8-month-old child. So detectives in Clarendon are seeking the public's assistance to locate a man, as per what the report said before. Me tell you something. To locate a man who has been identified as Andy Williams, who is believed to have taken, the headline is saying 8 months, and the story is saying 6 months. So I'm not sure. Somebody confused somewhere. 6-month-old child from her home in Desiree district in the parish on Monday of this week. So reports from the Frankfield police are that about 2 p.m. the child, Frederica Tulloch, and their mother were asleep at their home when Williams allegedly entered the dwelling and took the infant. Then, the police were summoned and an investigation was launched into the incident. Yeah? So the police said anyone with information on the whereabouts of Andy Williams and Frederica Tulloch is being asked to contact the Frankfield police. Alright, so update. The man would have, as a matter of fact, no, he is at the Frankfield police station. I would have spoken to the person who would have spoken to him. Well, not him directly, but a person who was with him at the police station, and he would have turned himself in when the advisory was released. And my understanding is that the situation is not as what is being reported in the media. As of now, I will seek some more information and I'll probably speak to you about it on Sunday. But at this point in time, the child and the man are in the presence of the police. And as I said, there is additional information that is not in line with what is currently in the media. So I am not entirely sure, so I will not say it, but I'll keep you abreast. But I know that the child is no longer missing. The man is at the police station. I do not know if charges will be pressed or if he will be arrested, but I can tell you that he is currently at the Frankfield police station. So, yeah, tell TV Jason I said that. Yeah, son? Yeah, man. Ready or no, peeps? Edward Philip George Seaga is the nation's 5th prime minister, is currently in hospital in the United States. There were rumors abound last night on social media. Angie is asking if it is his child. As I said, I am not in a position to make certain statements at this point in time, so I'll wait until I can confirm the information and I'll share it with you in short order, probably Sunday. You understand? So that is as much as I can say right now, my friend. So Mr. Seaga, who will turn 88 years old in a couple of days, it was being rumored on social media last night that he had passed away. And I don't know if anybody do video, but you know we stay with the video thing. We don't really rush things. So initially we kind of wait out and see, and turns out that he is in fact in hospital. He has been admitted in hospital or to hospital, where they are saying that he's battling 2 chronic illnesses, but his wife, Carla Seaga, is suggesting that he's receiving the best treatment. So Seaga is stable and is receiving excellent care, says his wife. So Carla Seaga, the wife of former Prime Minister Edward Seaga, says her ailing husband is stable and is receiving excellent medical care. So the former Prime Minister, who had been seeking medical care for the past few weeks, has been admitted to a Miami hospital. He is receiving excellent medical care and is sustained too by the love of his family and friends, said Mrs. Seaga in a statement issued through Jamaica House. So Seaga, 88, is battling 2 chronic illnesses and complications associated with them. So there has been no word as to the 2 illnesses. Zane, 876 relevant. Big up yourself, bro. Manners and respect, you know. So me I say blessings. Which are we there now? Yeah, so we continue to pray for him and support him in his present stable environment, said his wife. She also said the former Prime Minister is scheduled to receive further treatment at the Miami hospital and expressed thanks to the people who have been offering love, prayers, and support. So Edward Seaga, as I said earlier, is Jamaica's 5th Prime Minister and the country's longest serving Member of Parliament. So he was Prime Minister from 1980, the infamous 1980 election, to 1989, and is currently Chancellor of the University of Technology in Jamaica, where he was reappointed to a 3-year term with effect from November 7th, 2017. So he will turn 89 on the 28th of May. So we'll watch that and we'll see how it develops or unfolds or unravel. Yeah? Now, we would have been speaking for the past couple of streams in relation to 11-year-old Trisha Morris from Woodlands District in Hanover, whose decomposing body was found 2 days after she went missing with multiple wounds to her body, and her underwear was reportedly ripped off, suggesting that she might have been sexually assaulted. So, subsequent to the discovery of her body, the police would have detained 5 men. Well, one was detained very shortly after her body was found. Then the following day, in the Haddington district of Hanover, 3 men were detained. So that brought it to 4, and then subsequently a 5th man later turned himself into the police. They would have questioned and released 1 man before now, inclusive of a deportee. So one of the 5 men who were detained is a deportee. We'll soon talk about a deportee situation, because we need a favor from the viewers, because we probably have some information we need. You understand? So you know what I think. But subsequently to that, all 5 men has since been released. So the 5 men who were held in connection with the recent murder of 11-year-old Trisha Morris of Woodland in Hanover has all been released. 4 of the men were set free on Wednesday because there was no evidence connecting them to the crime. The other man was released last week. So Trisha, who attended the Watford Hill Primary School in the parish, went missing on the evening of Saturday, April 27th, after she left home to attend a function at the Woodland Seventh-day Adventist Church. So reports are that when Morris failed to return home, a family member and police launched a search, and the body of the child was found later in a section of the community known as Pond. Yeah? And as such, we don't know. You see me? So, hopefully, the perpetrator or perpetrators of said crime will be found, will be arrested, will be placed in front of the courts, and the evidence would be of such where a conviction or convictions can be arrived at. 11-year-old, 8-year-old. As a matter of fact, 8-year-old Shantae Skiers will be laid to rest next Sunday. I think we'll probably talk about that a little bit more. Tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, Sunday. See? We shall over there now. So, peeps, as I said before, 8-year-old Shantae Skiers was murdered, probably raped. 11-year-old Trisha Morris, murdered, allegedly raped. A little boy was stabbed by his father, who would have held him hostage for hours until police shoot him recently. A 15-year-old boy was murdered recently, who is believed to have been close to leaving the island, migrating. Somebody else died. I don't remember. Our next child. I don't remember. But boy, I don't understand. Listen to this now, peeps. Added to all of that, Shantae Skiers, Trisha Morris, the little boy that was stabbed, and the one that was killed. A teen is still in hospital days after vicious rape and beating. So we have another situation now where a Jamaican teenager, another Jamaican teen, is currently in hospital in an extremely bad state. And I'll explain to you in a few what this situation is. After she was attacked, beaten, and viciously raped. However, a man has been held for the attack, as the abuse case against children are on the rise. Okay, Jams. A 17-year-old schoolgirl was battered, then raped by her assailant in Above Rocks, St. Catherine, nearly 2 weeks ago. Zane? The child is now unable to walk and has been suffering from seizures as a result of her injuries. 17-year-old child, beaten, raped, so bad that the child is currently unable to walk. The child is suffering from seizures, among other things. So the attack is part of a string of assaults on children across the island in recent times, including the murders of an 8-year-old girl, that is Shantae Skies, and a 15-year-old boy in St. Andrew, and an 11-year-old girl in Hanover, that would be Trisha Morris. There have also been other reports of violence against children, including the stabbing of an 80-year-old boy by no other than his father in St. James, and the shooting of another in St. Thomas. All children. 3 males, 3 females, innit? The accused perpetrator of the above rocks attack was caught and is in police custody awaiting a court date. Him lucky. That me and tell him, because if I did someplace him caught, him just get caught. You understand me? I say me feel extremely cool. Yeah? While the incident took place outside the borders of Juliet Cuthbert Flynn's West Rural St. Andrew constituency, where schoolgirl Shantae Skies was killed last month, she said that it once again reinforced the need to protect the nation's children. It is very heart-wrenching, because this is actually someone I am aware of. I was at a sports day with her. This happened in the middle of the day. She went to drop off something at school and was standing at the bus stop, and this savage person beat her up to a pulp and then raped her. Something has to be done. Why are the men preying on women and children in this fashion? It is insane, said the former Olympian. So according to the MP, the teen's mother is beside herself. I never need the MP to tell me that, though. And is worried that the traumatic event could affect her daughter for the rest of her life. They know, mommy, you don't need to worry about that. That got me, unfortunately, ain't it? Oh boy. We have seen a few days ago that about 100 children have been raped this year. Many of them killed. It is crazy what is happening. I think where this is coming from is a breakdown in society. Imagine now what the child's mother is dealing with. Ah, boy. I don't know if you say that, like, I deal with, I've addressed so many of these cases and issues on this channel during streams and videos. I really and truly don't know what else to say about my Jamaican brothers them, because despite the fact that me and them not grow the same way, I still my Jamaican brothers them don't. A man that was born from a woman. A man who probably claim say them love woman. And a them same man there, born to a woman who would probably be boasting say them love woman, is walking around killing, raping children in the country. Like, I don't know what else to say about him and them. Big and serious. I'm tired. You understand? In expressing sadness at the incident, children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison said that her concern was with the victim, naturally, who will have to live with the scars of the heinous attack forever. Harrison said that the savagery meted out to the teen was indicative of the baseness in our society and in our men who are doing these things. Some persons put out there the view that when you have a victim of rape, especially when it is violent, and there are aggravating factors, as this incident reveals, it is worse than murder. Because what it means is that a victim is going to have to live with this for the remainder of her life. And that victim will have to deal with not just the physical scars and the memories and the invasion of that person's space, but many have to deal with a very serious case of mental health issues, sometimes in the form of aggression or severe bouts of depression and post-traumatic stress disorder, said the children's advocate. Yo, boy, I don't know. What could have possessed a man? Ah, boy. The man beat the girl almost lifeless. Baba Tunde call. Big up yourself in a piece. Me know I don't really do the whole heap of aliens until the end of the stream. But you know, for Teachers Day, my place of work went to reach in Portland and come across one of the viewers and subscribe upon the channel. So him see the teacher and you know, big up yourself in the father Baba Tunde call. Man, as I respect every time in a brother. Say me I say blessings. You see me? So yeah, me take care of that. You see me? And after the man beat the child breathless, the man proceeded to rape the little empress. She's unable to walk. She has been suffering from seizures. And I don't know. I don't understand. So, back not too long, as I said, I would have done a video on the pros and cons of jungle justice. And I would have sat in this chair and said to persons that jungle justice is a very delicate thing. But there are situations and circumstances where I have no qualms about it. You understand what I say? And in this situation, if persons would have happened upon this unfortunate incident, see? And they had held this man and beat him, then me won't have no issue with it. You understand what I say? And anything happen after he get beaten, he wouldn't deserve it. Then, you understand? This a man I deserve. Well, Romero said, "Bun jungle justice." Well, you know me, bun brother. Some careless man a walk around, a rape and a beat people pitney. That me bun. So in that situation there, I'm going to say this without any firm intention of issuing an apology. If this man was caught in the act and chopped to pieces, I would be a happy man. Imagine the little girl is in the hospital and she cannot walk. She is suffering from seizures. She will never ever be the person that she was before that incident. So that me Bon Romario. So in that case there, me not no prison F them why I am. As simple maths. Me no need for go around that. Me no need for pretty it up. Send me go to prison go do what? You know they are Jamaica pay tax on brother. My tax money I eat, you know. $1.3 million a year to take care of him. And that was about 2-3 years ago. Him not deserve life, brother. So, him not deserve that. And Romario, it's all good and safe. If you sit down in the living room or wherever they watch the stream and when a brother and talk. But what if it was your daughter who in the hospital can't walk? What if it was your daughter in the hospital suffering from seizures? Would you be singing the same song? I doubt it very much, sir. But you know I think still. You see me? In a situation like that, me not an apology. See, and as Finara say, maybe she rejected his advances. That is why he reacted angrily at the little girl. This man should be made to pay. That's how I think still. Ah boy. So I think set up still. I said there, but watching the ad first teach. Just say I heard it, bro. Manners. See? Imagine the little girl cannot walk because of this attack. This little girl is suffering from seizures. This little girl's life in a couple of minutes has been totally destroyed. Him not deserve to live, brother. Him not deserve to eat my tax dollars. That was my view. I respect your view, and Romario. I agree with it in that moment. Still. You understand? You see me? So we can agree for disagree upon that one. Yeah. That's how you think go. You see him? And I say after the fact, I say if he was caught raping the little girl and beating her, then boy. Him and them not stop. 8-year-old, 11-year-old, 17-year-old, the man them kill the Tanya Francis and light her body in a Arnett Gardens last year. Seeing her mother smell her body about and think a dog them a burn. You can't imagine that. The little girl a cry for help and nobody to her rescue. You can't imagine that. Same community where them shot and killed the little Meadowbrook high school girl a couple of years before. Seeing and woman come demonstrate say boy I may tell her that the next part I problem too, but you know so you go still. So you go. Speaking about children, 11 Edwin Allen High School students injured as taxi plunges over bridge into river in Frankfield, Clarendon. That's the unfortunate thing in Natasha Walker. No time soon. You understand? No time soon. Woman there road dash way, yo. Dash way. These days you don't even have to look at a woman. You look upon her, you're a girl. And the man them a walk around and rape the little girl them. I kidnap the little girl them. I beat the little girl them. And some of them same money come Sunday, I go pretend like say them love their mother. You feel what I say? Their mother are the greatest thing. So if your mother are the greatest thing for family, then why is it we are destroy the future? Because if when you kill off the woman, them brother, we love woman, yeah, I mean? We love woman. That's how you deal with things that you love. Suppose what you date woman. Blessings, Dr. A. I know one story in a stream still, but big up yourself. Good night. Really and truly appreciate the support. Yeah? Yes, I. So 11 students, 2 very serious. As a matter of fact, I got an update today which suggested that one of the child's neck is broken and they would have had a need to insert some form of, I'm not sure exactly what, so I don't want to tell a lie, in the child's neck for support. I am sincerely hoping for the families involved, for the drivers involved, that none of these 11 children end up dying. I am really and truly hoping. So 9 of the students were admitted to the Percy Junior Hospital and 2 transferred to the Kingston Public Hospital after the taxi in which they were traveling carried off the Grantham Bridge and plunged into the river below after colliding with another vehicle. I soon talk about the bridge. The bridge story interesting. Some of the students had reportedly been sitting in each other's lap. Remember, the Toyota Stream is a 7-seater. And there were 11 children in the vehicle. I know everybody want to go to school. Because when I was going to school, the taxi and bus them always pack up to. The unfortunate reality that. But the moment you add 1 to the 7, the vehicle is overloaded. And the moment the vehicle becomes overloaded, it becomes more difficult for you to maintain control of said vehicle. Especially if you are speeding. No, I have not. Well, I have driven across that bridge before, but I've not paid much attention to the bridge. Well, I think I drive across it one time, yeah? I think. I'm not sure. Probably one night. The bridge is a single lane bridge. It means that at no point in time, two vehicles can pass each other on said bridge. Also, the bridge had railings in the past, but there was a major flooding event that would have occurred in the Frankfield area a few years ago, and one side of the railing was washed away. So it means then there's railing on one side, which is not great, and then there's none on the other side. Based on the location of the bridge, also based on information from somebody who born and grew up in that area, Zin, we drive across that bridge a million times. He said, whichever direction you're approaching the bridge from, you can see the other entrance to the bridge. So at no time you and somebody should meet up on the bridge. How come two vehicles ended up on said bridge that can only accommodate one vehicle at any given time? How come that happened? Reports are that, well, allegations are that speeding was a part of the issue. Sophia Kobe, and no replacement. I mean, that is a sad situation. It should have been addressed, but unfortunately, it wasn't. Zin? Jadi said, teacher, I agree that the taxi was overloaded. But why is the bridge without a guardrail? Good question, Jadi. I cannot verify or justify that any way, shape, or form. It should have been done, but unfortunately, it wasn't. You know, we continue to be a reactive nation, a reactive people, instead of being proactive, innit? The question, though, why is it two vehicles end up on said bridge that only one vehicle can go across? My information is suggesting that both cars are taxis. That they're not the media yet. I mean, I tell her from off of the ground. That is my information. That both vehicles are taxis. And you know, and me know, that taxi drivers are the most unruly. I mean, I talk about most taxi drivers now. And not every taxi driver. So I know me kind of generalize, you know. See? No, it's not really like that. It's like it's flat bridge, you know, Mr. Thomas. It usually have rails, but because the flooding was so bad at the time that one side of the railing was washed away. You understand? It is far higher than the flat bridge. So generally speaking, you'd have to have a lot of rainfall for the bridge itself to be affected. And that was the situation. It was not replaced. I don't even remember who was the member of parliament for that year there. But I don't remember. See? So obviously, apparently, nobody decide to give no quarters. So we're going to try beat each other for cross the bridge going in opposite direction. So one car come, stop, the next car come slamming at it, and it was pushed off the bridge. That is the information. And I am suggesting that these two drivers pray and fast like a Job or Daniel fast, that one, yeah? Because they are facing, well, I know the one where I drive the car go over a face possible, he has been cautioned for prosecution. So now, you know, as bad as it could be or might be. So hopefully, for the sake of the families involved, for the sake of the little ones involved, none of them succumb to their injuries. Everybody is in a rush to make $1. And we're ending up paying with lives or millions of dollars to make $100 or $50. I don't understand it. Taxi drivers, in their quest to make $100, oftentimes end up paying hundreds of thousands of dollars. That cannot make any sense to me. Added to that, reports are that, my term, dumb people with smartphone syndrome was on display after the car went over. As an eyewitness is suggesting that many of the persons who were quickly on the scene were more interested in using their cell phones to acquire videos for social media likes and shares than trying to assist the children. That is where we have reached as a nation. That is where, as a people, our priorities lie. Views and like on social media. No longer, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. I sincerely hope and pray, I'm not necessarily a praying man still, but I hope that there's never an incident where my life is on the line out in the public where I need the assistance of my Jamaican brothers and sisters. Because first thing them big vlogger, make a video him. Oh, we're on the scene, teach them fighting for his life. And that you go hear, Oh, I see him on YouTube, Oh, my video him there, And my life today I tick away. So I hope, man. Say if the worst becomes the worst, I am around my friends or family members and they are able to render assistance to me. Because I will not want to be placed in a situation where I am dependent on my Jamaican brothers and sisters to save my life. That is how bad the situation is. 8 out of 10 persons are more interested in getting the video. And you know the worst? Let me take off all my glass. You know the worst? Them can't even video family. Everybody when them video take out them phone and have it like this. If you could make a good video for me can use you, then bad and not so bad. So if you not go video me properly, man. Hold the phone so. So I get a 16:9 video. And I can't do anything with it that time. With them big old black bar on the video. And I hear that too, man. When you do a rundown video and I can't do a video, I don't want a conking on the fire with the phone then. I'm at my glass. You understand? Yes, sir. So I sincerely hope that the students, the kids, all of them will be able to recover, and the two that were transferred to the Kingston Public Hospital, if we get transferred to KPH, it thing's serious. You understand? So I hope that they are recovering and nobody lose them life. Yeah? That's the reality that. That's the reality. Ah, boy. If there's anybody here for the first time, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Really and truly appreciate your support. For the persons who have been here would also know that added to the fact that I don't even like use the word vlogger. I think I am a YouTuber. That is how I see myself. This vlogger thing don't really work for me. But separate and apart from that, the persons who are a part of the family for any time now would also know that I am an educator. I am an high school teacher of geography. And the 8th of May this year, which was Wednesday, was celebrated nationally as Teachers' Day. Children get 1 month. Children's Month. Teachers get 1 day. Teachers' Day. Yeah. How much is the cost to get in a taxi? Depends. Generally speaking, most route, well, it depends on the route, bro. It depends on the route. But say, for example, like from halfway 3 to 3 miles, $100 for adults and about $50 for children. Seen in uniform. Because that's the next thing. But as me I say now, I'm going to deal with a local thing first. See? He'll teach. I am not here for the first time. Blessings. So, Wednesday was celebrated as Teachers' Day. And as I said, children get 1 month. Child's month. Teachers get 1 day. But never mind that. That's what it is. But can you imagine? As a teacher, you went to your bed, or the day before Teachers' Day, you were looking forward to Teachers' Day celebration and stuff. And you did not make it, or you were not able to enjoy said celebration because your life was taken. That was the unfortunate fate that fell on a member of the teaching profession who resides in Portmore, St. Catherine on Teachers' Day. So Portmore teacher fatally shot and teen injured in home invasion. Many persons would have been questioning why was a teen at the teacher's house at 3:15 a.m. The teen is the man's nephew. So I would have addressed that in the comments still. You understand? I don't necessarily understand why the biggest question is why was the teacher murdered? Some persons felt the need to question why the teen did it first. It depends on how you look on the situation. But the teen is actually his nephew. Yeah? A 35-year-old teacher is now dead, and his nephew hospitalized following a gun attack at their house in Westmead, Bridgeport, St. Catherine, early on Teachers' Day, Wednesday, May the 8th. The deceased has been identified as Clefon Campbell, who was an educator at the Belmont Park Primary School in Portmore. So the police reports are that the police report said that about 3:15 a.m., Campbell and the teen were at the premises when men armed with guns broke in. They reportedly opened fire, hitting them both, and the police were called, and upon their arrival, Campbell and the teen were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where Campbell was pronounced dead, and the teen was admitted in serious condition. There are unconfirmed reports that it might have been a robbery, as the teacher conducts some form of business at the premises and stuff, and also that his brother also have a business there, and he is the one in charge of it because his brother is out of the island at the moment. So I really and truly don't know, peeps. All I know is that another productive member of the Jamaican society would have been murdered. I don't know. Back in the days, teachers were safe, innit? Nobody don't really trouble teachers like that, because teachers were respected. See, no, we're seeing where one teacher was murdered in Clarendon recently. Another one was murdered in St. Catherine on Teachers' Day of all days. The cruel irony. Yes, sir. That's a thing there. You see me? So condolences to the friends, family members, colleagues and associates of one Clefon Campbell, and I trust that police investigations will be swift and the person responsible for the crime will be made to pay. Yeah? Sad. Cop shot dead in Rollington Town, East Kingston. Hunt is now on for the killers. So a search is now on for 2 men who fatally shot a police constable at a bar in the East Kingston community of Rollington Town. So police sources have since identified the dead cop as Constable Toddmar Allen of the Mobile Reserve. According to reports, about 12:15 a.m., Allen drove his white Honda Civic motor car to a bar on Gilchrist Street and went inside and ordered a drink. It is further reported that as Allen was sitting down, two men armed with handguns entered the bar and said, "Don't move." Shortly after, 3 explosions were heard, and Allen ran to the nearby Rollington Town police station, where he fired 1 shot before collapsing at the gate. He was taken to hospital by the police, where he was pronounced dead, with gunshot wounds to the back and chest. His Glock pistol was retrieved by the Rollington Town police. And you know the funniest thing about this? I don't hear a stone drop out of Rollington Town. I don't hear no road block and no tire burn. I don't hear we want justice for the police officer. I don't hear the police officer was killed in cold blood. I don't hear the police officer is a choir boy. And he was a good man and a good father and a good son. No justice no needed. But I promise you, I assure you, if it was a person who was believed or alleged to be a criminal, then every time in our country they light out of Rollington Town. Every tree in our country they cut down across the road out of Rollington Town. Every old fridge and old truck could end across the road out of Rollington Town. And them want justice. But the life of the police officer is not important. So nobody needs justice for the police officer. But was this a man who is believed to be a violence producer in Rollington Town, shot and killed by the police? Then you then see everybody on your TV screen wanting justice. You see the problem we're facing in the country? You see the kind of justice we want in the country? Justice for who? And justice for what? Zane? Ellie London, thank you so much for the contribution to PayPal Empress, but just the notification. Really and truly appreciate that. You understand what me I say? Me see the other day, I say people have to demonstrate, and seek justice. But in the situation involving Juna Big, Sheldon Daly out in Spanish Town, me see people Black Road and want justice. You understand? So, some lives more important than some lives in this country. Me not hear nobody, me not see nobody on my TV. I say them want justice for the life of the police officer. So the police officer is an alien. The police officer is not human. The police officer is a foreign national. He's not Jamaican. The police officer now have family. He is nobody. You see where priorities lie in this country? And I can't say the policeman was the best policeman in the world. But the policeman was a policeman. That sounds weird. He was a Jamaican. He was somebody's son. He is probably somebody's father. Somebody's husband. I don't know if he's married. But we don't get what I say. So where's the justice for the policeman? The silence is deafening. But was this man a man who was quote unquote loved by the community and is the best boy? Every time they light. Me not understand. Me not get it. So that's a part of the problem in the country. Where are our priorities? What do we really want? Do we really want justice? Or do we want justice because of? I would prefer justice in the full sense of justice, be it one side or the other side. So if it's an extrajudicial killing, we want justice for the family of the slain person. If it is a situation where a police officer is killed, we want justice for the police officer and his family. And one next thing. Me not gonna lie about it. When me hear say he's a mobile reserve police officer, my mind gone all over the place. The reality. Me not want to get into that still, but I guess it's just human nature. Knowing the situation surrounding mobile reserve recently and police officers out there. And I don't know why this one police officer again would be going to a bar at 12:15 a.m. to buy a drink and sit down him alone. That is the next part of the problem. We can't go like we are fools in the streets. A trained officer supposed to know better than that. Supposed to know better than that. Teach the color is going in and out. I probably had the webcam and the green screen. So that's probably the problem. But I plan to change the webcam to a real camera. So, but me not have the money yet. You understand? So it have to go take a look at time. You know what I think? So boy, I don't know peeps. Condolences to Constable Toddmar Allen's family, friends, colleagues, associates. Things that are weird, yo. See? Things that are weird. Speaking about things that are weird. 3 shot, 1 dead in Maxwell Avenue attack. 3 people were shot. All this week, Jamaica to rotted video go long. So because of beer rottedness going on to rotted this week here. Yeah? Oh, somebody that's sitting in a car. Well, one reporter said, yeah, it color really I go bad for true. I think the webcam I struggle with the probably the lighting want to improve. I don't know, yeah, man. I just go and look. Just work with one color. You understand? Seeing? Yeah, him there near the station, you know, Eduardo Williams. But right now, based on how things set in the street, you can't drop your guard, brother. You roll in pairs. You see me? The initial report did say somebody ain't go pick up. Or him go pick up somebody and them sitting there, but boy, I don't know. Right now, how things set. And with the microscope on mobile reserve and accusations and claims and counter claims. You have to wise, family. You see me, I say you can't just give away 3 points. So if you even lose a 3 points, if you lose a 3 points, taking with somebody points to months, or points to points. Big funeral. I just, you understand me, I say? You know what thing go. Three people were shot, 1 fatally, by a gunman who carried out a brazen daylight attack off Maxwell Avenue in Kingston on Monday afternoon. Reports are that about 3:30 p.m., a group of men was on Gordon Lane working on motorcycles when armed men invaded the area and opened fire. Oh, let's check some of my comments. So the incident took place a few hundred meters from where a joint police military post had been in place for some time, since a number of deadly mass shootings in the area over recent months. So a female resident said she was in her house when she heard loud explosions. Me in my bed I watch TV and all of a sudden me just hear pure shot or more than 10 shot fire, the woman said. So the police were called to the area and 3 persons were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where 1 was pronounced dead, and the shooting has left many residents in the area in shock because the attack occurred close enough to where there is heavily armed security presence. Yeah, man, them no business with nothing or nobody, family. Yeah, that's what I say. And you know what worse thing about that? 3 persons were shot, 1 dead. How good as one, somebody then go for you know? You understand? Them say him allegedly collected and robbed 1 man. Yeah, but allegations say me and a God favored me. You know when I deal with allegations around here. You understand what I say? If it can verify it or have evidence to substantiate it when I really trouble it. See me? So, you know what I think go. Alright, speaking about mobile reserve. I don't know. You know, I better watch TV. Fugitive cop Corporal Kurt Fraser of the Mobile Reserve, who was on the run following the Spanish Town drama, would have turned himself into the police on Sunday afternoon in the presence of his attorney, Queen's Counsel Valerie Robertson. So the attorney for, formerly on the run cop Kurt Fraser, who finally surrendered to the police on Sunday afternoon, says that there are still heightened security concerns for her client, although he's less anxious than he was not so long ago. Yeah? I think I did share this Friday night for some, Sunday evening for some reason. Why I feel like I got through this already. I think so. You understand? But the long and short of the story is to say, whatever him saying at the interview with TVJ, he must stick to it, because that is the truth and it cannot change. Yeah, I got through it already. I just remember. You understand? Stand up for justice for the woman of Jamaica is silent. They're waiting for the men of Jamaica need women to start demonstration. Yes, I. But follow up with the whole Spanish Town situation. Deadly riddle. Family considers new procedures as autopsy in alleged roll cop drama raise fresh questions. So initially, some people are real clown, you know. A minute, there, peeps. All the reports so far, except for the first day, suggested that the driver of the silver AD wagon that collided with the white Nissan AD wagon that was being driven by the 3 police officers, saying that the driver of both vehicles were shot and killed. So the driver of the civilian driver is Kevin Burrell, and the police driver was Rohan Williams. Williams his name, I think so. Yeah? However, and also that Sheldon Daly OC Junior Biggs was shot and killed. The autopsy reports have raised more questions. Come here, go block the person. The results of autopsies conducted on a civilian and a policeman killed under controversial circumstances in St. Catherine 2 weeks ago have raised more questions regarding the events of the fateful night. The 2 died following a wild high-speed chase and gunfight between off-duty policeman and 3 of his colleagues who allegedly murdered a businessman at a party in St. Catherine 2 weeks ago. The results of the autopsy performed on civilian Kevin Burrell made no reference to any bullet wound. Instead, they indicated that he died from blunt force trauma to the neck, suggesting that he would have died from injuries sustained in the accident. Further, the postmortem performed on the body of Corporal Rohan Williams, one of the alleged row cops implicated in the businessman's death, found that he too had died from blunt force trauma, making no reference to bullet wounds. Interesting. The findings have not been resting well with Burrell's father, who said that the document list the cause of death as blunt force trauma to the neck. He insisted, however, that his son was shot 3 times by a policeman. The man's father said that on the day of the autopsy, he was asked to identify his son's body, but he did not witness the procedure as he was ordered by doctors to leave the room. He was later told by the Independent Commission of Investigation that a bullet was removed from his son's hand. I don't know that you get a shot in your hand and you're dead still. He must be a big shot. You understand? Father Chiffy and Spike, big up yourself and the family. You know, we appreciate that something, you know. Manners and respect every time, you know. So me I say blessings. So I don't understand. I want to do it over. Some crazy things are going on, he said. Kurt Fraser, one of the cops implicated in the incident, claimed in a TVJ interview that Burrell and Williams was shot and killed by a man he believed to be a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. This, the result of the autopsy, means that they did not die from gunshot wounds, but as a result of a motor vehicle collision, asserted one senior law enforcement official who don't want to be identified. You know what I think? Listen to this now. Listen me. A post-mortem conducted on the body of Sheldon Jr. Biggs Daly, the businessman whose death triggered the fierce gunfight through the streets of the old capital, revealed that he died from gunshot wounds. Investigators said, however, that no bullet fragments were found in his body. X-rays are to be done on him to see if they can locate any fragments, one investigator said. The investigator reasoned that there was nothing odd about the absence of bullet fragments in Daly's body. Fragments in a body do break up, and they can be very hard for a pathologist to recover. So that is not unusual in itself. So them now, I want, I have a whole heap of gunshot fire and then I find none, and nobody like. Yo. Fade PC, good night, Empress. Vanessa Chatman say interesting, beyond interesting. You understand? They no find a gunshot in a Junior Biggs, and them say him get shot and him died. Rowan Williams was apparently, the police officer say he was shot in his face or in his head, somewhere in the upper body. A blunt force trauma was the cause of him death. The civilian who was in the accident, in the car that collided with the policeman's car, Kevron Burrell, no mention of gunshot wounds, when his father, who said that he was there, said his son was shot 3 times. Ah boy. Jamaica to rotted. Yeah, as me say earlier, I said Jamaica to rotted episode Monday night I go long so. Because I be rottedness go on that week I like. You understand? Like almost every story when I talk about that stream I forgot. So that I forgot to take about one good 3 hours for record and load, much less we edit. I'm tired already, you know see. You understand? Ah boy. Father Ian Clark. Manners are respecting a family. You know, I appreciate the generosity family. Blessings every time, you know. You know what thing go. Ah boy. Yeah, peace. So make we move on. Cause it's strange. You understand? Bullet just had disappear. You see? Yes, sir. So peeps, I would have addressed this story in the early days of my channel, as I would have started my channel on August the 26th, 2016, and this incident would have occurred in October of 2016, where Jamaica College schoolboy Nicholas Francis was stabbed and killed by a man on a minibus. Seeing and thing. So the man who killed Jamaica College student Nicholas Francis pleads guilty. Kwesi Hart, the man who stabbed a 14-year-old Jamaica College student to death nearly 3 years ago, has been convicted of murder. Hart pleaded guilty before the start of his murder trial in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. He is to be sentenced on July the 5th by presiding judge Lorna Shelley Williams. Third form student Nicholas Francis died at hospital minutes after Art plunged a knife into his chest, probably into his heart. The irony. During an altercation on a minibus on October 26, 2016. However, the killing triggered national outrage, and 3 days later, Hart surrendered to police investigators. However, according to evidence which prosecutors Keisha Prince and Atiba Dyer were prepared to rely on, Hart defiantly refused to cooperate with detectives. Me a bad boy, me not tell you nothing. One investigator quoted him as saying after he was formally charged with murder and caution. The man say him a bad boy. Him not tell them nothing. Prosecutors in their account of the killing said Francis and Art were seated beside each other on a minibus that was heading towards Halfway Tree when the teenager blurted out, "Talk to him now." Miss Vanessa Chapman, thank you so much, Empress. Really and truly appreciate your thoughtfulness and your generosity and your continued support to the channel and the stream, yeah? So apparently, the JC student was sitting beside said man in the bus. And apparently, he might do something and the youth blurt out, "Wanna talk to him now?" Ah, boy. It was later observed that the convicted killer was holding onto Francis' wristwatch and the teen was trying to flash him off. Now, I have one question for you ask. You want to do one question and I ask a question from day one. This is a bus filled with passengers. Based on recollection, mostly adult passengers. See? Apparently, must have tried to take the youth cell phone too. And we have a situation where there is a man trying to rob a schoolboy off his watch and possibly a cell phone. And a busload of people allowed it to reach a stage where the youngster's life was taken. Alright, so I'm going to finish with this now. A fistfight reportedly broke out, but the two were quickly separated by one of two conductors who gave Francis a seat to the rear of the bus. He would have come off of the bus, the brother there. He would have come off of the bus. You understand what I say? Why the two conductors never tell him to come off of the bus? Alright. So, then break them up and send the youth to sit down at the back of the bus. Alright, fine. Alright. Prosecutors say when the vehicle got to another bus stop, located meters from JC, Hart took Francis' knapsack and tossed it out the door. It's reported that another JC student who was about to get on the bus picked up the bag. However, prosecutors say Hart stopped him, asking how you saw enough of your bag. When another passenger intervened and took up the bag, Hart again grabbed the knapsack and threw it on the ground. So Hart a real bad boy. According to prosecutors, This triggered a second fistfight between Hart and Nicholas Francis. That is when Francis was stabbed on the hand and in the chest as the conductor tried to separate them. The moment them find out say try to steal the boy watch, him for come off of the bus. No questions asked. Simple maths. Yeah, I understand that I miss McDermott. I know that's a possibility too. You understand? I really and truly know so that's a possibility too, you know. But I don't necessarily see why one busload of people should heal to one man. But I could be wrong still. I guess my mentality and chain of thoughts kind of different still. You understand? No, a 14-year-old boy is dead. When the reality is that this could have been prevented. 2 conductors, a busload of people, 1 troublemaker. Him have to come off. Problem solved. And credit to the youngster who never sit down and be bullied. You have to give him credit. You can't take the youth bag and throw it through the window. For what? The man watch and the man phone. And then you have the nerve for go after you are charged with murder or tell police that you're a bad man and you're not tell them nothing. Write this down. Alright, him plead guilty. I suppose he might get reduction in sentence. But if I was a judge, 35 to life. Simple maths. We don't need to add up nothing. As me I say, maybe I read the situation wrong. And probably I'm being unrealistic. But I don't necessarily understand how you try to teach the youth watch and you still up on the bus with the youth. I don't get that. You understand? Good night. Rococo chocolate. Blessings. Ah, boy. Sad. So, I could say a sentence in Guana. Write it down still. My distinct impression, 35 to life. Even though I'm plead guilty. Because you know normally pleading guilty, you normally get reduction in sentence. Yeah, well, if it's on a plea deal. Anyways, I don't know. So the man rob a family of them loved one, you know. For one watch and one phone. And because I'm a bad man. Ah, boy. Father Ruel Reid. Uncle Ruel. Long time we know what a reason. Don't. Hope all is well. You know what I mean? Big up your damn self. Ruel Reid is a subject of a criminal investigation, says Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson. However, no all details never provided. Else me then do an individual video. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't forget about right here. So you have feed me crumbs right here. You know what I mean? Commissioner of Police Anthony Anderson confirmed during a press conference today, his first official press conference since becoming Commissioner of Police. He said, or he confirmed, that the sacked Education Minister Ruel Reid is the subject of a criminal investigation. However, Anderson declined Anderson declined to provide details. Sorry, guys. See? Yes, there's an ongoing investigation. At this time, I can't give you an update on that, he said, during his first press conference since taking over as police commissioner a year ago. Pressed as to why he could not provide an update on the investigation, Anderson said, simple, because it is ongoing. It is a financial investigation, and one that is quite complex, he said. Anderson said that the probe involves several police formations, including the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Division and the Constabulary Financial Unit. The Financial Investigative Division of the Ministry of Finance is also a part of the probe. So he's saying that he thinks that it is unwise to speak about the matter while investigations are ongoing. Crime Minister, big up yourself, you. So Father Ruel is facing a criminal investigation. So I don't know. Miss Joan Gray said maybe the conductor them know the thief. Well, that's always a possibility as well. Suppose this is Jamaica Terati, though. Speaking about politicians, Dr. Linfield Bloomfield, former member of parliament for East Portland, his murder accused would have been granted bail when he appeared in the Portland Parish Court this week. See? So Simeon Anthony Sutherland, the 20-year-old man charged with the murder of Bloomfield, was granted bail in the sum of $800,000 when he appeared in court. So he was given strict reporting conditions and ordered to reside at a particular address outside of the parish. He was ordered to surrender his travel documents, and a curfew order was also imposed. I don't know the specifics of the curfew order, but you know, the bail application was made by attorney at law Peter Champagny, 20-year-old accused, is able to afford the biggest name in Jamaica's legal fraternity, the go-to man, and is also able to post $800,000 bail. Champagny told the court that he will be pursuing his case to get the matter transferred from Portland to the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. He had previously indicated that he does not believe that his client would receive a fair trial in Portland, given the notoriety of the deceased. See? So, that's the situation. I don't know. Mr. Pearly Simpson, you sound like a surprise. Jamaica, everybody get bail. You understand? From you have a good lawyer, you get bail. None of rocket science. So, you know what you got? Charged of murder, convicted for murder. People who are being convicted upon bail until next court date. You know see? So, one of them things. Peter gets what Peter wants. Peter said, I want the trial move from Portland to town, and I promise you that it will be. Well, normally Peter gets what Peter wants. Make me see. Yeah, what a stupid girl. That story, everybody asks me, I'm not address the story. I really need to address the story. The story address itself. Angry mother curses daughter for handing over large amount of money she found. 2 Wednesdays ago, Acacia Green, Acacia Green, I'm not sure how she pronounce her name, was inside the ATM at the Central Police Station. I've used the ATM a number of times. On East Queen Street in downtown Kingston. Never find a bag of money in there. When she stumbled upon a stash of cash, suspected to be in the millions of dollars, but she felt it was not hers to keep. The money could have gone a long way for the mother of two, who ekes out a living in the inner city James Street in central Kingston. But she insisted that handing over the money was the right thing to do. I could have take it away, but I never take it away. On my way coming out with it, I saw 2 police officers, probably that's why. And I said, sir, I found a bag of money and I don't know what to do with it. A police officer assigned to the Kingston Central Police Station corroborated Green's story about returning the lost money. The officer, you know them now go on them name call, Zane, said she heard about the incident from her colleagues as she never did their work. She was unable to see how much money was inside the bag. Due to how it was stacked together, it wasn't easy to check, but it was certainly a large sum of money, the policeman said. According to Green, she was with her soon-to-be 2-year-old son, Joshua, inside the ATM. When she noticed he was very preoccupied with a large transparent plastic bag with money. I say a paper you might play with. You know, paper, I mean, you might play with the papers. When I bend down and look, it's a bag of money. The baby bend down and play with. You know the clear bag? Like comforter spread bag. One whole heap of money wrap up together, you know? And you know what I mean? Nothing that she said. Nothing that the bag contained $5,000 and $1,000 notes. The woman said she immediately went inside the station and handed over the money to the police. Within minutes, an armored truck bearer, who had apparently forgotten the bag of money in the ATM, ran into the station breathless. The undisclosed sum of money was subsequently handed over to him, the police said. Now, so the paper here visit Green. See? And when them reached there, she received a heavy tongue lashing from her mother, who described her as the stupidest of all my children. Why? I mean, she begged $200 this morning, you know, to give her son to go to school. The mother complained with a loud hiss of the teeth. You understand? Green claimed that her 3-month contract at the University Hospital of the West Indies, where she worked as a porter, had ended recently. Me have used the money. I could have taken the money, but it don't belong to me. Right now, I don't love some of it. But that was the right thing to do, she repeated, as she got ready to visit an employment agency. You understand? Enough people say I shouldn't do it, but I give it back. The 24-year-old who made it clear that she wants to pursue a housekeeping course at the High Trust NTA said she needed a skill that would allow her to sustain her family. You understand? Big up yourself, Miss Green. You find the greens and you turn it in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Boy, I don't know still, you know. I'm looking into it. That must have been a hard decision. Because you want to realize that she need the money. Everybody need money. You understand? Trivian, big up yourself again, bro. Manners. You seen? Appreciate the contribution. I don't know if a lady they'll find couldn't contribute some of my money she find in her bag to his stream. You understand? But you see, the reality is that the lady couldn't lose her life over the money there in the long run, because you know all video camera and them something there and all of these things. She never did thief it still. But it couldn't possibly be, say, it was a crime interrupted. Because could it not be that this money was left on purpose to be retrieved by someone else? Could this lady have inadvertently saved her own life and the life of her family members by simply handing over the money? Could this lady be offered some form of assistance, considering that she was so honest in a situation where she couldn't run away with the money? She should. Should she be offered a job by the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation? She should. Should she be offered even a janitorial job by the bank responsible for the money? Yeah. Me think so. So, I don't like to know which bank and what them do for the lady. And me do a let's talk video about it. Let's talk, shall we? Ungrateful bank. Video then shot. Video failed to assist woman who returned millions of dollars. Full of video idea. You see, we bring fertile to the America when invade and drill for oil here. Ah boy, I will take bad things back. Miss Green, big up your damn self. He's a better woman than I am. Ah boy. I'm mother deal with that rush still. You understand? Mother deal with that rush. You see me? Yeah man, the bank can do a thing for Miss Green. You know what I mean? Cause Miss Green deal with the thing like a big woman. You see me? Yeah man. Thing. Yes I. Oh, this the way back sir that I go on. That's why the thing say. Craig Creations, big up yourself and brother. It's a good thing I wasn't the granny that got pranked this week. Found that money. Yes I. Boy, I don't know still. But sometimes honesty is the best policy as the people must say yes sir. Because there are so many possibilities that could have been played out here, is it? That lady probably saved her own life, you know. That me I tell her too. Next thing, she can't spend $1 out of that money then either. She has spending money and I watch over her shoulder, so. Boy, I don't want any money there. When I spend money, I look forward. I don't want to look so. I mean, not so much money I spend. I want to look for the money when I spend. You follow me? I say. So, peeps, there's a video that I have been wanting to do. But I am searching for some information and I can't find the information. And I don't feel compelled to do the video without the information I see. And as such, when I share the article, if I can forward me the information, because I know well ready now. And somehow know, and Methuselah used to power. I don't know everything was going on in a medieval times come through Imhotep and King Pepe and them people. You know what I mean? So, yeah. One of the most influential papers out of the United Kingdom, The Guardian, would have published 2 articles. One article had the title, "Things are so bad in Jamaica that even cops are afraid." Another article said, "Revealed, 5 men killed in the past year after being deported from the United Kingdom to Jamaica." So, the article, along with subsequent articles, is an attempt by anti-deportation personnel in the UK to stop the Home Office, the British Home Office, from deporting convicts to Jamaica, as they are suggesting that the lives of these men and women are at risk when they come back home, because they might have been involved in things before leaving Jamaica or while they were away from Jamaica, and they are targets. And as such, they are suggesting to the Home Office that they are actually punishing these people 2 times for the same crime. So they serve time, then they deport them back to Jamaica, and they are saying that 5 men would have been murdered since their deportation from the UK, and those 5 men would have been murdered within the past year. Them list the 5 names. They are saying after much research, they can call the names. However, there are a couple of issues with the names. You see, the names are Owen Clark, OC Rifle, Alfonso Harriet, OC One British, Dwayne Robinson, OC Little Wicked, Hugh Bennett, and one, I remember the next one name, I soon tell you him name. How him there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some Mitchell, I remember him name. But I can't run a one little problem, because you are going on now. What the article did not say Well, apart from Rifle, I know when Rifle was deported. The article did not say when these men were deported from the UK and under what circumstances. I will not do the video until I can find the information. It's a really interesting article, you know. You should probably get a read off of it. You see it? I would want to know when these men were deported. Even if I get the circumstances under which they were deported, but I love to know when. Then that would help with the story. So we know that Owen Clark was killed recently in Kencat. We know that one British was killed recently on Mountain View Avenue. Little Wicked, that is Dwayne Robinson. He was listed as one of Jamaica's most wanted men one at the time for a 2014 murder. He was murdered in about 2018, about the 4th of March last year in a bar. Police theorized that was because of a reprisal between warring gangs in one place, Torrington Park, I should say. The issue now, though, is that Hugh Bennett and the next man, Mitchell, think of Paul Mitchell him name. Why am I not have him name here, sir? Reports based on my research suggest that both of them were killed in Bailey'sville, St. Mary on the same day, December 31st, 2018. Article said one of them was a shopkeeper who was stabbed multiple times. One article said another man was a grocery store operator who was chopped and stabbed multiple times. So the information is not really clear. I've been trying to get the information, but I not get it. You know, I'm not really comfortable with putting on things I'm not sure about. So it's an interesting story though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's something we really need to sit down and look into. 5 men who have been deported from the UK. Then 5 of them deported one time, but 5 of them would have been murdered within the past year. Cause for concern? I suppose. Someone could see. Yeah, peeps. So, like, me have some more things to talk to you about. I'm tired. Me can't bother with the foolishness. Me that me too. Yes, and one foolishness to the next. Jamaica to write it down. Peace. Big up on yourself. Really and truly appreciate the support. Thanks for the patience earlier when I have to take a break from the stream. And think you guys are real troopers. Yeah, we all out like a real soldier. You know what I mean? Right now, JDF, I look for you. You seen AWOL. And think, big up on yourself. I was most uncomfortable throughout the stream, but we all out. For the persons who are here for the first time, welcome. Really and truly appreciate. I would not have been able to upload as often as I wanted for the past week or so from last Thursday. Come right back if I don't want one thing or the next. So the numbers kind of weird down and all. So I think I need to put in some work over the next couple of days and things. So no bear with me. I get old too. Yeah, so I say kind of slow down. You see, but you don't know what thing. I work where I work. So big up on yourself. Thanks for the patience. Thanks for the continued support. I trust that everybody will have a wonderful weekend. Have something nice to drink, but if you have to drink, don't drive. If you must drive, do not drink. You understand me? I say? Lower the headphone, them on go up on the road. Stop cover up on the head with them big old headphone now, you can't hear nothing. Right now, me I talk loud like me I drive truck and me can't even hear myself. You understand me? I say? And then now, cause you separate yourself from carrier blow you know, hear them, yeah, people are watching, you know, see them. The Bluetooth headpiece, them and the earbud, them on the left, them the family. Keep your phones in your pocket or in your bag. Use them only when you need them. Walk with only the cash what you need. Like me know this by heart and I have to guess it. If you have to take public transportation, try to travel in our group. If you cannot travel in our group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go get somebody. Describe the driver. Describe the car. Tell them where you go. Tell them where you're there. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Trust absolutely no one. The people them where post like a light wire, stop. Nobody don't need to know every move. No. Every move I make, we don't want to know. Me don't want to know. You understand me? I say some people want to know, but we don't want to know. Stop tell people about a life story. Stop tell people where now go, where now do. We don't need to know. For the people them live them life on social media on the top. You understand? Stop live a relationship in the public. Yeah, if it's nice, it's nice. You keep it. When you get bad, it'll get bad. So it'll get bad in the public. And then the worst place your relationship get bad is in the public. Because it's not just your relationship again. Ask Beanie Man and the Angel. You know what I mean? And them people there. You see? So, wise man. You see me? For the man them, we are kidnap a little girl them. For the man them, we are beat the little girl them. For the man them, we are rape the little girl them. For the man them, we are rape and kill the females them. Family, me are looking at the camera and talk to them. Because I know someone don't watch the program, you know. Yo, the man them wise up now and stop the foolishness, brother. We say we love females. So what we are kill them for? We claim that children are the future. So what comes to the future if we kill out the youths them? What happened to the days when men used to protect women and children? What happened to them days there? Right now, man I protect man instead of protect women and children. Every man I run back at some man. I say them love woman and them are gallus. And a man we are run down, brother. Where love for the females them there? Where the protection for females and children there, brother? At the future that, you know? A woman make the world go round in a way they want to believe it or not, you know, brother? The greatest thing God make a females, you know, brother? Them stress you from time to time, but we have to love them. What the problem? Are we verifying claims? I saw one group the other day say 30% of Jamaica are either gays, transgenders, or lesbians. And that we prove, sir. Yo, more on the man them to stop the foolishness, family. You see me I talk about? Man, I run up and down 3 o'clock in the morning and kill man. And I rape a man. And we say we love a man. We're not supposed to lay in our bed beside the woman if we love a man. Me not understand. But we are run back at some man. Them are with God. We are protect them head back. And them back. And everything on the back. We don't what I'm doing now. Yo, we don't go to man. I know the look of you, them and the woman, them brother. For no ask man to go killing themselves, yo. Where 11-year-old can do you? Where 8-year-old child ever do you? Me not get it. Where a 10-year-old child ever do you? Peace, big up on yourself. You understand what I say right now? I say Anti-Patsy, bro. Chavez Edwards, Dante Dan, Miss Joan Gray, Vanessa Chapman, Ian Clark, Angie E, Sophia Kobe, Johier Brian, Blessings Family, Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott, Zane Finar, the man with the girls them say a star. You know what I mean? Munchie Po, Munchie big up yourself. Tamika Gibson, Kanaika Chisholm, Ellie London, Damian Scott, Miss Sancha Bennett, Eloyd Kelly, DS Electronics Unlimited, big up yourself and a brother. Miss Pearly Simpson, King T, Wagwan, Angie E, Monica Archer, good night. Mr. Education, Youth, big up yourself, you know. Miss Winsome H, what's going on, mama? Seeing Arlene Walker, I know James Bond did about one at the time, I know Lloyd Chatbout did about one at the time, I know the Royal General, him good as still there. You understand? Big up yourself, you know, bro, you know what thing go. Faith PC, blessings. Zane, Trivian, I don't know if I still the body, brother. Big up yourself. God favored me. Definite, boy. Good night, Definite. Hope you are okay. Which one were there, so you know? Miss Lorna Sayers, if you're still here, good night, mother. Kev, Manas. Romario Turtle, big up yourself. DNJ Small. Boss Walker. I TV. Natasha Walker, good night, Miss Walker. Zane Craig Creations. Letitia Cunningham. Miss Janet Doherty. Daily Gamer. Manners. Me and try to big up everybody, you know, but rough. Olmec. 11. Manners, you know. You know what thing, you know. Lawless. I know you did there, you know, brother. I hope everything good, you know. I know Shandy Dandy did the about one at a time. I know my glimpse are NOS 360 reasoning. Mr. Chelsea Hazard. See, a lot of the people, if you know your name called Michaela McDonald. Good night. See, you know what thing, you know, in a person. I just see your name in the thing. Omar got you, brother. Big up yourself, you know. You know what thing, Peeps. Manas. Silver D. Blessings. Alric Rose. Manas. You see me? Omar Blake. See, I'm not find nobody else. Ezra Lloyd. All of the people, them. Sean Bailey TV. You big up yourself, you know. Peeps. Enjoy your weekend, as I say. You understand me? I say, slow down on the road. If you have to drink, don't drive. If you have to drive, don't drink. Fresh side, no art. Blessings. Mike Johnson. Manas. Silver D. Up. You see me? I say? Peeps. Big up on yourself. Sunday, 5:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book feet. Walk good. Step with Jah. I'm out.